I passed by the other shop and I brought your uncle and your cousin.
Jamie
Here's
just said something.
your nephew Elroy
Thank you. Perfect.
and your uncle. He ran out of air.
Perfect.
I figured I'd bring him in because he was feeling sad.
Perfect. We have our two mascots.
Yeah, your two mascots.
Welcome, guys. They can hang out with Frank.
Yeah,
So
I
this is
figured
the
they
new
were
digs.
lonely. They were sitting there in the corner saying, where's my relatives? Yeah, this is really cool. Like, wow. It's, you know what? You guys deserve it all. So, well, with effort, anything is possible. Anything is possible.
Perfect. Look at that. He's a natural. I mean,
Yeah,
come
no,
on.
he's driving. Yeah, the shelves worked out good. I'm glad.
Yeah, I put two over there, and I still got so much extra, but we just, you know, how much room. I still got a ton of them.
And it's just big enough for what you need. It's not oversized.
Yeah, and I'm not keeping the trailer in here. That's just because we're moving.
Yeah.
So once this is out of the way, there's plenty of floor space to move around. And we put the camper in there just to get out of the sun for the time being.
And that's cool. And hey,
Yeah.
you want to take a nap?
Well,
Go
that's
take
what
a
we're
nap.
thinking. We got a nice office, but I mean, yeah. We got
So the
coolers
office
on.
is right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Like, perfect. That's all you need.
And I mean, it fills up quick. It's 3,200 square feet, but I
I
mean,
know when you
once
first
get-
showed me the
it looked
picture,
massive.
I go, man, this dude, what's he going to do with all this space?
I know,
But
it fills up quick.
knowing Ian, he's going to fill it up, and he
Yeah.
did.
Right. So this is kind of where we're at with the car. I just got it out of the ranch and I started messing with that dashboard you brought. So I don't know. We talked about a windshield. We talked about the dashboard. It's kind of up to you, but I just opened it up and stuck that fiberglass in there.
Yeah, no, and that looks cool. That's perfect for that. We'll just have my guys mold it all in. You just do whatever fab, I'll get the guys with glass and we'll mold that in.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'll get all the structure in there. But the windshield, you know, we talked about this. We might want to, a couple different ideas. Because this is bronze, like we'll have to get bronze to add to it because we have to make it wider. Or we could do no center post. We talked about maybe just using the side
Yeah, just
stanchions.
cutting that off. And as I was looking, yeah, this actually up front. So actually this too could get cut off. And I'd just take it to here. There'd be enough structure to hold it in, right?
Oh, definitely.
And that way I want it to kind of go, and I'm going to get Paul to kind of get me a curved glass. Just, I don't know, we'll have to figure something out, but I just see this just curved to that point, and I think that would be cool. Yeah,
So,
once you just weld everything up and secure it so it's strong, and that could be the last thing we do.
okay.
We'll have to bring them out here and get the windshield. Yeah, no, that is, I love that style. In fact, check this out. I got somebody thinking our thinking here. Yeah, that's a little, but the sleekness, this, you know, you got this, and it's not going to be that long, but you still got the fenders I give you, right? And you got, look at the windshield, the same thing we're doing it, right? I mean, that's the car. And it'll give it that sleek look. You already rounded it out in the back.
Yeah.
I mean, you're really close. I know there's a lot of detail on welding up, but
yeah, I haven't even touched this other fender like we talked about. I just worked on that. I got the little machine that'll take all that rust off.
Yeah.
And that's kind of just to put some fresh eyes on it if you're thinking about anything.
Yeah, no, and everything you've done is just there. I mean, it's amazing. People don't realize what you've done to this. I mean, this thing sectioned, cut in half.
Well, it's a Lincoln Mark 7.
And a Lincoln Mark 7 underneath it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I have all those hinges, etc. We'll get into that, but I was just trying to nail the elements of, you know, the style before we get in too deep.
Yeah, but the actual fab, all I see, the back is there. You know, we want to raise it up a little back there and then just take this down, right, to give it it'll give it that long look.
Yeah, no, that'll take a, yeah. That just
But
kind of
yeah, I
stops
know
at the
we were
door.
talking about kind of moving these, but after I seen that, I think that's like incredible.
Yeah, it looks good.
And then the windshield, yeah, because even up front, wow, that thing is gorgeous, man.
It's different to see it in here, isn't it?
A lot
Because there's
different.
more space
You can stand back, yeah.
to stand back.
And better light. Oh, you didn't have light before.
Yeah.
You didn't have
You didn't have light, you had candles.
Well, we also had a post in the middle of everything, so.
Yeah, we have to custom build all the seats. Yeah, because all this interior just going to come here around out to here.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, but that ended up working out really good.
Yeah, the main thing I had to change with the dashboard, because we thought it was going to V forward like the windshield, but this wouldn't let it, so I had to put this tube in here.
Yeah.
So as long as you're cool with that being more straight across the
Yeah, no,
top.
and I'm cool. And you know what? If that's more of an issue, I want to bring, I'm trying to find, and I know Dean, the one that has the rocket, he actually used his windshields, a 54 windshield cut in half. Maybe if we could get a solid windshield without a frame would be cool too. We could get something with that radiant.
Be super modern.
And
yeah.
the only one that will help us would be, you know, Rick Paul, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, that makes sense too, because he can cut them.
Right, because that, I mean, and that's going to be so bulky too to work with, but, you know, weld everything up, give everything strength, that way we have something to work with.
Yeah, because if we got to cut a trough in there to set the
Yeah.
glass, then we'll just do
And that's
that.
what we'll
Drop
do.
It in,
You would just do like you did on the other one, we'll do a little channel, right?
Just drop
all
it
the
in
way
and
and
glue
drop it all the way through. Once I get the radius of that
Whatever
windshield.
that is, yeah, because it's going to have to dip down.
And then that side view, yeah, because here's the picture right here. I mean, yeah, look at how sleek this looks just from right here. The picture.
Yeah, and then like we're talking about.
picture right there.
This is it right there. Take that down, and it'll make it look longer, Ian, a lot longer. Once you just cut this, yeah, the more we could cut it down. Where are you? Here's the fenders here. Can we pull one of these out
Oh,
there?
that's the Zephyr.
Oh, that's
The other ones are here.
Yeah, it's going.
We can't cut that.
It's gone. Yummy, yummy. Oh, that looks good. Oh, thanks. Darn it! I try to get away with it. Damn it,
Section that so
yeah.
it rolls out.
But yeah, no,
like that.
just yeah, this just got. Cause actually, I just see from here. Actually, here's from here up that way. Just tie that in,
Right.
right? Just this one little piece,
Take that hard corner off.
and take that down.
These are what, 40 Ford? Something
Yeah,
like that?
40 Ford. Yeah, even just with that corner alone would do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, look at how long that front fender looks. That's cool.
No, the Cadillac's huge too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a foot longer than the other car.
Yeah, no, this came out great too. I know this was a lot of effort. I seen you doing this,
Yeah.
and that's like, wow. And to get all these people don't realize how much effort's involved. You got this angle, that angle, and then to get them all to match is
That's the
another
hardest
story.
part. Yeah.
That's like,
Where they flow in.
that's art as it is right there. Look at how wide this thing looks. Wow. Pretty much you're there. There's nothing more. The windshield, finish up the side fenders, and the mock-up and the biggest fab's done, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And it just, you know, making everything sturdy enough.
That's kind of where it's at. I just had the question of if you wanted to continue with that dashboard. If you do, I'll just sheet metal it. I
Yeah.
got an idea to surround
Yeah,
it.
no, and it done just make everything sturdy, finish all your lines and all the fab. That, since it's already fiberglass, I could just do it with fiberglass.
And one thing I was going to do is make it removable because remember your brake booster, I mounted it sideways, the power booster. So you got to fill it. You fill it right there.
Oh, wow.
So that before you could fill it through the cowl vent. So we could put a vent in, but that's the only restriction there. So the brake booster has a big vacuum diaphragm, and they're always, like, this car is sectioned and everything. So it's like, where do you put this big piece? It could potentially go on the firewall. Looking at the valve covers now, there is room. Sometimes they're 10 inches diameter. They're pretty bulky. The one I have, I think, is a 7, and it's mounted sideways under the dashboard. We could look through your catalog. I mean, that's
Yeah,
something
no,
you
because
definitely just
yeah, I'll
gotta
have
buy.
my boys take care of that. You just finish all the fab, and I'll figure that out. Because we could have put it here, but then we got all the
Yeah, the original VIN
yeah, all
tag
the
is there.
plates and everything, all the VIN numbers.
Big question is what taillights?
Yeah, no, I brought you those tail light things. You
Oh,
still
right.
got.
Yeah, we got them in the bumper. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Got the
Those
cool
still
little
at
center
the other
bumper.
shop.
Yep.
Yeah, because that's there, and then the bumper that goes in the back.
Yeah,
that's
that's
at the other shop.
custom
Yeah,
aluminum
yeah,
thing. Yeah.
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 With that, and we're done. I don't see. Yeah, check this out. West Coast Customs has counters. They sent this over.
Heck
Check
yeah.
it, right?
Sweet.
You're famous.
There you go.
And can we order these?
Yeah, no, I got you. These two are yours,
Can we order them?
and we could order more of them. Yes.
Well, for the audience if they want.
Yeah, no, actually, just look up West Coast Customs, and you could order them. Talk with Rit or Penny, and they're very reasonably priced. But what's incredible are the cars in there. They're all the top, 20 cars or whatever, 12 cars of
Gorgeous.
West Coast Customs. So
I guess
there's
we can
that.
retire now. I guess we can retire. We've done it.
Right? Now you just started. See, once you get to this point, you got to carry on because we love this so much. And yeah, just audience, you don't understand the journey this man's been on. I've seen it. I met him 25, 24, 26 years ago.
1997.
And we've been together. I've seen him. Everyone thinks, oh, he just became this guy famous doing this incredible stuff. He's been doing this for 30 years or 40 years.
Well, I started cars when I was 14.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So,
Wow, yeah.
I mean, and the passion you could see on everything he does. He's definitely not traditional. I mean, in no way or form.
Well, that Zephyr, look at that. That's following the course. That could be a West Coast Customs contender. It's not gonna be too radical, but it's got the style.
Yeah, no, that is positively, and it's in your blood. And just to show the audience that, and all the young people out there, you could do anything, but you just got to keep going. When you give up is when you lose. You could do a lot of things and not be successful, but as long as you keep trying and trying and trying, and then it'll all fall into place. And I mean, it took you so many years, and I think the guy upstairs that you guys the last few years you've been blessed with everything falling in place, and it's a journey. Just keep passing it on, and it's a gift to the world because all the craziness in this world, to at least sit down and forget about all this and just watch some crazy guy cutting metal, beating the heck out of stuff and building cool stuff, man.
Cool.
Yeah, no,
We'll build another
congratulations, you, Jamie.
Working together.
It's like, keep up the good work and keep the world motivated.
Yeah. All right. So that was what I was hoping to see. He's like, yeah, carry on. You're doing what I hoped. Perfect. So that being said, our two mascots are losing air quickly, unfortunately. Fair weather friends, I don't know. They're not going to last in a metal shop. So yeah, new day, new strategy. I went to that steel supply, got everything I needed. So we're going to carry on exactly where we were. I just wanted from him, yeah, that's what we're doing. So we got the old square peg and a round hole trick. So we're going to measure into the center of this gauge. Make sure that the thing's centered. We got 24.5. And we got, look at that, within a quarter. Move that over a little bit. 24 5/8-ish. I'll call that centered. So what I want to do is set a piece of steel rod right through here underneath and attach. So I got some, I think it's, I don't know, I'll have to measure. I think it's 5/16, a 1/4 inch rod. So come in, set that up on the bench. You got all these benches now. Every one of them is full of stuff. That's why you got to be careful with how much space, how much horizontal flat space you got. All right, is this material overkill for building a dashboard? Yeah, a little bit. We're gonna do it anyway. I hit it a little bit in the center to the two sides. So what I did was centered right and left with the knee. Wooden blocks. Getting pretty good at this. I think we're gonna just hit it right down the center once more. A little too much. What I'm doing is just, when I pull it with my knee, it's not a perfect arc. So I'm trying to just find the middle ground where the sharper bend is. So to discuss, let's do a little theory on this. Can you see the air gap right in here?
Mm-hmm.
So it goes away on the passenger side sooner than it does over here. So I'm going to want to push this in just a little bit. Find that halfway point. Let's give it a little. I'm pretty sure I overbent it. Now look at that, it's right there. Cool. So it's just about there. One little nudge on center, and I bet it's cool. Yeah. With this steel, you'll see it's once you start welding, it's going to change a little bit too. So, see now the gap is even. Let's mark that, and I'll put the protector back on that. All right, just for quick reference, that's about where we want to be in the car. Center everything back up. Tack it in. Yeah, see, that's going to go just like that. That way that dashboard can pop in and out. Once we get some fasteners set, we're good to go. Remember, we measured off the center of the gauge. We're going to have to do that again. What was the number? Everyone together. 24 5/8-ish. 25. Swing it over. There we are. Yep. That much. Cool. All right, that's a mark. All right, so now we know, got our center mark there. And yep, I want to trim these by using a couple cuts so that we don't have to open that door. Nip that there. There. Yeah. See if I can get that spotted on. set something up here that I can screw this onto. I think what I'm going to do is set up a piece of tab here. Yeah, there'll be one screw here, and then I'll face that off, but I need a structure behind it. So let me get a simple shot straight down. All right, cool. So that is stuck for the moment. I'll put in actually let's put in a tab right now because I got direct access right behind there. Same thing. So from underneath, I'm just going to set this right up against here. And again, this is all mock-up stage. So there's going to be some weld hanging off the bottom. That'll get trimmed back. There he goes with those channel locks again. Can't stop, won't stop. Just like everything, when we're done, we can put up whatever fancy hardware we like in there. At least we got two definite things locking this, because we're going to have to trim this pretty hard. But we're going to start by figuring out how to attach this bottom to get this thing attached. I'm going to take the sander and just clean all this business up. Just want to get this to fit up with that edge right there, like so. And then if I push here, I can feel behind where this fiberglass goes. It's right about here, so we're going to want to do something like this. I'm not sure yet. But basically, if I trim from back, get the marker behind. Oh no, it's right on there. It's perfect. I have to trim a little bit right here. And then looking at that, the way it comes through. So yeah, not a big cut back there. I'll do like that. And here we'll be conservative on the cut, so we can look in. Do that a few times. Yeah. More so now. This rod is here, so we're going to keep it on that. I'm going to come more like that. Stay out. See, this starts to cup out, and I want to trim that off. So, just for visual sake, I'm just going to freehand this into that curve. I'm going to let the scissors decide, just to see. That looks pretty cool. Just going to drop this just a hair through here. I'm trying to weld to this, not to the fiberglass, obviously. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do this later, once it's in steel. Figure out how that comes together. Cool. That's a decent start. And that. Take this up a little bit more. All right, let's see if that fits the other side. Yep, darn close enough. I cut 2 of these out of steel, but knowing that this is a little bit different right here, no, that'll work. No, it's gonna be like that. No, that's cool. That'll work. What I'm concerned with is slight difference up here. I'm gonna make a mark, come out 1/4. There, so that'll come up. We'll do this one first so we don't forget. All right. I'm gonna say in a 1/4 inch. Bounce that out just a wee bit, like so. Take that sort of like that. All right, so those are the 2 bottom corners. Let's work on the top. All right. So this is what I was talking about. This area here gets kind of weird. So I'm gonna get the saw. See if we can't do it with the air saw. You can see here how this is gonna work out, but I need to create a rod that comes through and around. So let's work on that. I think it's going to come like this. And we're going to sheet metal up here. So there's like a little visor over it. It's going to come down and around. You cut that off with the saw. That's very good. So I have this piece of steel left over. You might be able to bend around. The drive shaft from Little Jewel.
Let's not talk about her.
Everybody's right. Record scratched.
Little Jewel. She's not forgotten.
Nope. So we need a round end to that dashboard feature. So I'm just going to pull this with that same rod and see what happens. See if that's the right size. Let's see if this kinks or if it's going to work. We're going to work that just a slightly bigger. Actually, I can just push that out to there. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's what we need right there. Because we can always fiberglass this to match that. that back a little bit. Yeah. That's the move. Now we're going to start to bend right there. Then this to die. And this isn't a perfect straight shot coming off. It's kind of a ellipse. So I'm just going to bend that a little bit and see what we come up with. So that's coming out. So I'm going to grind down the back side of this so that this fiberglass can move forward. Let's do that on the machine in the corner. Yeah, so see how this is starting to just kind of rotate up nice. So I'm going to put the heat in, starting at the bottom. And I'm going to just really try to heat it up. Push it as I go. Right here I'm just letting the metal drop down because it was pronounced, it was sticking out over. Not a perfect fit up. Just letting it fall down onto the sheet metal so I can get in there with the grinder and make it all happen. Let's start to push here. So now I'm going to really just start to weld the heck out of this so this will be posable and I can move it until it cools. See? Now you can just push it into shape. And I'm just kind of looking right at the center of this area here. Cool. Do the same over here. Put a couple more welds just to hold it, hold it. See, when I have the solid metal rod and I'm welding to sheet metal, I can run a bead like that because the solid rod will take the heat, whereas the sheet metal will burn back. See that hole? Mm-hmm. So I can just point the heat on the solid rod and fill that right up. So that it falls into place. Cool, let's do the other side. The inside is definitely going to get made anew out of fiberglass. We're going to have to sand this back and just put it in, but we'll do the same thing. We'll grab about that much, pull it, set it over there. Yeah. Yeah, that works. I don't even have to cut it, look at that. Yeah, this side fits even better. right. So, you saw what I did a couple minutes ago when I whacked that on the vise. I didn't do that this time. We're gonna have to work around that. Let's figure it out. I'm gonna put some leverage on this. We're pushing down, we're hammering up. So that puts a little bit of curve in it too. I just want these two equidistant from the dash. Spacing looks good. Now we're gonna make a nice top piece. Just a little bit of curve. Remember we curved this one. Again, I want a little visor coming out over that. Cool. So I want that piece about 20 inches long. Whack that. We don't need a huge curve, but we want it to be symmetrical. All right, so that's definitely a little bit too curved. So we do a little of that, flip it, do a little of that. Yep. You can tell it needs to be flatter here. I'm gonna go flatter than rounder. There it is, right down the middle. See how that looks archwise next to this one. Yeah. So that looks comparable. Maybe a little bit more. Hit it right in the center with a couple of shots. The last part of the top of that whole surround. I thought it would look cool if I had a little visor over the top. All right, that's a pretty decent layout of where we're heading. These are gonna have to get molded in with the fiberglass. We can work on that, but at least now there's two fasteners here. We can glass this up, get a fastener in each side, but it's made that transition. It's gonna take a bunch of body work, etc., to get it dialed in, but that's the direction it's heading.
I like it.